Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel where we teach you how to grow your brands with search traffic. This is Jaden here, and today we'll be doing a audit for one of our potential clients. And as you know, if you're watching the video, you should know that whenever I want to work with a client, I'll always provide some sort of value upfront first. So usually it's in the form of audit. So in this video, you're going to learn how I do audits for all of my potential clients, or almost all of my potential clients. So this is a e-commerce site which is called Bobooks, okay, Bobooks, okay, whatever it is. It is a e-commerce site. So what we do, it will bring up our template, okay, that we use, which is kind of edited from Ryan Stewart's template that he has. So if you've not checked him out, highly recommend to go check him out. He's a really good guy, super informative about SEO. So kind of model his template and then edited it quite a lot actually to become my own. So that's the template I use for all of my clients. So let's go and find, so this is it. So once we got a template open up, I'm gonna go ahead and open up Screaming Frog. Okay, and if you don't know what Screaming Frog is a crawler that goes to your website and crawl all of your website pages and basically everything that is happening behind your website, and then kind of tells you what's the error, what areas you need to fix and stuff like that. So I'll go and plug this in. And then I will start with the crawl. Now this page, right, this website they have, it's kind of heavy in a sense that they have more than, I think over 200 plus pages that's getting indexed. So it might be a longer crawl. So you're gonna learn how to crawl a big website or learn how to audit a big e-commerce site. So if you have a big e-commerce site, you know, I think you're gonna learn something from this. So while this is crawling, right? So it's gonna take some time. While this is crawling, I'm gonna go and take a look at some of the things that I can help them with. So let's just take a look at the site. This is okay. Let's go to GT Matrix just to see the site speed and stuff like that. Okay, just to kind of test the site speed. And what I like to do is I like to modify this draft and then make it kind of customized because clients like that, bobooks.com. And then what I like to do is I like to insert one, which is just call this initial findings. Okay, and let's just see. So site speed. Let's just take a look whether is this mobile friendly. So if you wanna check for site speed for your website, just go to GT Matrix, okay, and type in your URL like what I did over here, and then you will see they will give you the website speed. And let's go over to Google. A mobile friendly test. This is to test whether is the page mobile friendly. Okay. Oh, this is not good. Okay, so usually when I see things like that, right, what I want to do is I want to list it down, page, okay, notes, page speed. Okay, page speed, and now I just kind of want to paste the information here, and then this is not good. So whenever I see a result that is not good, what I like to do is I like to cross-check it to make sure that this data is correct. So I will go to another data speed testing tool, which is called Google Page Speed Insights. There it is. And then do the same, copy, paste the URL in. Okay, and then we just kind of want to kind of wait on that. Okay, and then while this is fetching, so this is just let me close this. So this is just right off the bat of what we see based on a overview of the website, just to kind of see, you know, the feel of the website in terms of SEO, Is it good? Is it not good? Okay. Okay, seems like a normal. So let's just go to the, so they have shop, collections, learn more. So design is really nice. Okay, let's just go and take a look. So this is not good too. So what I want to do is copy, paste it here. Okay, speed index 32 seconds. Yeah, page speed is way slow. So I kind of want to just make this a bit nicer. Notes. And no, this doesn't look good. So let me just give this a darker color and then status. Okay. And then this is just red. Okay. Oh, kind of just show them that, you know, it's not good. Okay. So once this is confirmed, right, then it's all good to go. Okay. And then what I like to do is, okay, so the page is, okay, partially loaded. That's weird. Okay, it might be because of the long long load time. So I want to check one of the product pages, because with e-commerce site, their product pages are one of the most important pages. So let me just go to, let's see, aim first walkers. Let's go to new. Let's go to this. And then just kind of want to plug this in and see whether is that page mobile friendly, because some of the time you'll notice that your homepage is optimized for mobile, but the important pages, like in this case for e-commerce site, mobile pages are important. So you just want to check for mobile to see whether they are optimized for mobile. So while that is loading, this is not good. So one thing we have already identified is the page loading speed is very slow. 32%, like their mobile loading speed is super slow. Okay, so that's that. Now let's just take a look. Let's take a look at our Screaming Frog crawl. And this is still 20+%. Okay, I don't think you can see my Screaming Frog crawl. Okay, but I just wanna show you that. Okay, let me change the settings. Stop share. That's my beautiful face. Let's go to share screen. Okay, now you should be able to see my Screaming Frog crawl. Okay, so while this is crawling, let's go back. So page is mobile friendly. Awesome. Okay, then let me just go and see some other important stuff like the HTTP status. Kind of just want to see whether is it redirecting, which seems to be okay. Okay, and then we're gonna want to do without the S. Okay, so seems good. Now let's just take a look at, so it seems like your website is loading fine on here on desktop, but not on mobile, which is weird. Okay, let me see. Yeah, it's loading quickly in the sense, I like that design, by the way, but it's loading quickly in the sense that on desktop though. So this is weird. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do one more page speed test. Okay, and what's that? It's called web page speed or something. I forget what is it. Yeah, web page test. Okay, and then just kind of want to select US because that's where they are, and then plug in your website. So what you want to do is you want to just make sure the data that all these tools are giving you, it's more or less correct. And how you do that is by getting a aggregate of different tests and different results from different places, so you can kind of have a rough average. Okay, because some of the times the tools give you wrong data, and that can really mess up your whole campaign, give you wrong information to work on and stuff like that. Okay, but it seems like the mobile is working fine, but not the desktop version is working fine, but not the mobile version. So let's just test this first, and let's see my Screaming Frog crawl. Okay, so it's about done. So once I'm done with Screaming Frog, right, what I'll do is I'll extract all this data out. I'll export all this data out, and then I'll bring it into my audit where I have certain settings that's already set up here. Okay, well, this is testing. Okay, let's just see. So let's take a look at their robots.txt. Wow, okay. I don't like this. Do not crawl search pages and not SEO optimized catalog links. So I think this is, they set this up by themselves. Do not crawl checkout and user account. Yeah, so this is a correct one. Magento SEO, do not crawl subcategory pages. Okay. Size. Okay, I'm gonna check this. Okay, and how I check this is just go to see whether is it picking up. So I want to go to, so let me just paste this and then go to their website. Then paste it again. And then now, let me do a site colon search. So yeah, so that's good. No sizes showing up, which is good. And let's just see, yeah, so it's taking like 20 seconds and this is on, which is weird because it's showing me that it's relatively fast. Okay, unless it's cache. So what I want to do is open up incognito. Yep, it's working fine. Yeah, so I'm not so sure about that. It might be because of the place that I'm in, but it seems like it's not good. Okay, let me just run this again. Retest. Okay, it shows 10 over seconds, but let me see whether it's the same result. And again, I can ask them to do a run on their own. Like I can ask them to do the test on their own. Yeah, and let's see. So this is about done. Okay, let's check out their sitemap. Okay, wait. Let's just go and see their robots.txt. Do not crawl print product pages. Okay, so server settings. Okay, so they have purposely do not crawl checkout. Yeah, so they've purposely indicated some of the crawl settings here, which is good. Now, what I want to check is, are they missing out on any stuff? How I do that is checking, say, dates. Okay, so they, so this is a category page. Okay, so what I like to do, right, is I like to just check. Oh, this is not good. Okay, so this is a URL that you do not want, and this better be canonical. Yeah, so it's canonical. Yeah, so this is good because what essentially is happening right now is this is a page nation, and even though it's getting indexed, but there's a code here that says, canonical to this page over here. And if I'm not wrong, I think they have a rel equal text or a next text. Let's see. Next page, yeah. So they have a rel equal next. Yeah, so I guess having a canonical will be good enough for them. Canonical, and that's what you want to see, right? So if you click on this page, so essentially what you're telling Google is they're telling Google this page Don't bother about this page, just worry about this page. This is the main page. So what I like to do with this category page, I like to see whether is there a self-canonical. So it's having a self-canonical. And then what I like to do is I like to kind of just see whether is this page getting any sort of traffic. Because if it's not, then we can either think about, creating a, so it's not getting any traffic, right? So we can think about, whether do we want to rank this page for anything? And if not, we can have the choice of no indexing this. And the reason why is because it's not bringing in any traffic. It's not bringing any traffic for this particular page, right? Or in a sense that we can leave this as is. It's not the most important right now. Yeah, and let's just see, this probably is getting indexed. Yep. Blog category lifestyle. Oh yeah, so these are the page nations. They can probably get Google to remove this, but it's not that big of a deal. Not that big of a deal. Okay. So some of the category pages can be de-indexed. Okay, let's just see. Post. Why is the URL structure? Oh, this is the breadcrumb. Yeah, but their URL structure is a bit weird though. Because generally you want a URL structure to be, you can do without a post, to be honest. You're wasting space here. With your URL structure, you want it to be as optimized, as short, clear, concise as much as possible. So having a post here is not that good a practice unless you are either canonical them somewhere, which is weird as well. Yep. So, and let's just see, right? So let's just see how this particular page is ranking. Okay, is it getting any sort of traffic? Because most of the time, if it is, we can just optimize the URL structure and remove away the post, and it could be ranking for something else. So we ask, wow, okay, the page title is way too long. So already I'm noticing a few things, right? The page title is too long. The URL structure is not optimized. Let's see what keywords this is ranking for. So they're not ranking for basically anything. Is this getting any traffic? Is this getting any referring domains? No. So essentially this page is not. Is this a new page? Okay. So this is a teen page, right? So that's what we'll do later on. We'll find out all the pages that has teen pages in content. And this page is 2018. So we can either do without this or, make it rank for something. But either way, we don't want it to be, on the website or on Google without, this is essentially not doing anything. It's not getting any links, not getting any traffic. Okay, so it's 7.9 seconds now, which is slightly faster, but still not the best. Okay, so let's just skip this. Okay, so Screaming Frog is done. Let's just export this, save this. Okay, and I just kind of want to note this down here. Block URL structure not optimized. Okay, so URL structure is not optimized, and then let's go take a look. Thin content issues, okay, which is essentially the same. Okay, now let's go take a look. Okay, just to make sure, let's see whether is canonical. Is there a no index tag here? No, so this is getting indexed. Okay, so now that we have done with the audit, so one thing that you can do straight away, right? If you are using Screaming Frog, you can straight away go down and you can see the response code over here. No response code. You can see what things are being blocked by robots, which is not really that important. So what you want to look at is you want to look at URL. Okay, there's some weird URL over here, but again, this is not indexed, so you don't have to worry so much about that. Uppercase, not indexed, don't have to worry so much about that. And then now you look at the page title. So what I really like about Screaming Frog is it tells you the supposed page titles you need to have. So for example, in this case, look, there's 83 duplicate titles. Okay, and if I filter by indexability, okay, all this is duplicate page titles, right? Yeah, so all these are duplicate page titles. So whenever you have duplicate content on your website and Google notices it, which they do, you're gonna not, Google isn't gonna like duplicate content. So let's just put it that way. Google doesn't like anything that's duplicated. Google likes unique, whether is it internal or external. And yeah, so there's already a few duplicate contents over here, and then we have similarly over here, over here. Yeah. So new season and all these are indexable. So let's just go and take a look at one example over here. Okay, if I copy this and I paste this here. Okay, now I want to look whether do they have any sort of canonical. Okay, new season kit. Okay, so it's having a self-canonical. Now let's see whether is this page ranking for anything. Okay, because if it's not, right, so this page is not ranking for anything. So unless you want this page to rank for something, then my suggestion is you can do a no index to it, because this is essentially not going to serve anything. It's not serving anything. Okay, so again, not the biggest issue that I'll do. What I'll do is go for those low-hanging fruits first. So let me just, so again, you can see that there's a lot, like same with page title, same with meta description, meta keywords. They don't need to have meta keywords, but I don't know why they have it. So they can just remove this. Header 1 text, header 2 text, and stuff like that. Okay, so what you need to do now is, why am I closing all these tabs? Okay, so I've already exported this. So I'm going to open up my exports. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy, go to my template. Okay, and I just want to delete this. Clear, actually. Okay, the zoom bar is blocking my view. Okay, let me just paste this. Okay, and this is going to be an interesting project to work with because they have over, they have thousands of pages, right? They have, 1,000 pages. So what we want to do now is we want to sort of filter the stuff that we need. Okay, and I'm going to move this. This is irritating as well. This, can I move this bar away? Hide video floating, hide floating meeting controls. Yeah, so that's good. Now I can just drag my face. Okay, so now let's take a look at what things that we need. Okay, so we need the URL. Let's grab the URL, copy, and then we just wanna, okay, so what I'm noticing, right, is this sheet has over 10,000 columns, which is gonna slow down my whole process. So what I'm gonna do is delete away the useless columns. Okay, and then let's just paste this here. Whoop, the hell just happened? Wait, what did I do? Brother. Oh man, what is this? I just did some. Oh, okay. So I just undo. Okay, so now let's get everything back. Okay, so first of all, let's paste the URL, which is copy. Then let's just paste this here. Okay, and then next up, status code. Status code. And then we have index or no index, indexability. Indexability. And then we have our current title, which is weird because, wait, what? Non-indexable. So this is the wrong version, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so for a minute, I thought like the homepage doesn't have a page title, which is not what you want. Because ultimately the homepage is one of the most important pages. So page title length. And then, so I've already have formatting set up here to tell me whether is this optimized in terms of the characters. So let's go to meta description. Okay, the length. And we have header ones, and H1 length. And then we have word count. Now, word count is one very important metric that you can look at because it can straight away tell you which pages are below. Let me move my face out of the way. Are below 500 words, or essentially it's telling you which pages are low in word count. Okay, and this is all 1000 plus, and then my conditional formatting is not working for some reason. Let me just see. Yeah, but we can filter that out later. So canonical link element, this is just to show you where this page is being canonical to, if it is being canonical at all. And this is here, canonical link element. And for some reason, right, there's some merge pages. Oh, okay. Doesn't seem that way. So let's just copy, paste. Yep. Okay, so that's done. Now let's go to what's next. In links and outlinks. Okay, the number of in links and the number of outlinks. So I'm gonna just do this and copy and paste. Now to run a full-fledged audit, right? This is part of the audit, because if I were to run a full-fledged audit, I will ask for the Google Search Console and their Google Analytics, just so I can see like the number of impressions and kind of prioritize which URL they should be looking at first, because it will be based on, you know, which URLs is getting the most impressions and the most clicks, because that's ideally what you want to optimize first and you want to prioritize first. And then you can look at the Ahrefs URL rating and the keyword that page is particularly ranking for, what should it be ranking for, and stuff like that. Okay, but again, I will not go into this because I don't have the relevant data from them. So initially, this is the first thing that I'll do for them. Okay, so just to make everything nicer, I like to make it standardized. Okay, and immediately from here, I can already see a few things. Okay, wait a minute. Where is page depth? Where is it? Let's see. So crawl depth. So with crawl depth, right, it will kind of show you how far away is that page. And generally, you don't want a page to be too far for people to navigate. So it needs to be like within 2 clicks. You want to give people what they want. Okay, so let me just move this over here. Okay, okay, so that I can see which canonical, are they being canonical to the correct place. So from here, right, what we can do is we can kind of look at the status code first. Okay, we can look at some of the status code they are having. So let's take a look at some of their 404 pages. So these are all of their 404 pages. Okay, and let's just see, is this working? Okay, so this is a 404 page. And so what we want to do is we want to just make sure that it's not being indexed. Okay, so in this case, it's not being indexed. Okay, with 404 pages is okay, but you generally want to delete this page away. And not that big of a concern. Let me just double check. So this is a 404 page. Okay, and what I will do, right, is because when I have a Google Analytics, right, if I have Google Analytics or Google Search Console set up, and when I run a full analysis for their entire page, I can sort of see how much referring domains this have. Okay, and we don't want to just delete the page. Okay, actually I should have ran a yeah. So I think what I will do is I will run a bulk check, but that will show my API. Okay, never mind. Because essentially what I will do, right, is I will run a Href check, and this is you can do this with Screaming Frog as well, and you need a Hrefs account so that you can link the API from Hrefs to Screaming Frog. And what this does, right, is it gives you the number of referring domains that this particular page has. So before you decide to no index, I mean not no index, but remove it entirely, or you can see whether is this page getting any sort of links, and if it is, right, you can do a 301 redirect. So what I'm going to do here, right, is I'm going to put rerun Screaming Rerun Audit with analytics. Okay, because you don't want to, so let me just give you an example, right? If this page, okay, I don't think this page has any links, but let's just see. If this page has any link, you don't want to no index this. Okay, look, this has 5 links, right? Yeah, look, so this has 5 links. Right now it's not doing anything. Okay, so you want to thin content issues, okay, and you want to, so let me just do rerun the whole audit for this. Okay, rerun audit with analytics to see rerun audit with analytics. Okay, and it's kind of the notes. Okay, again, this whole thing can be very flexible, right? When you create your own template, the thing I like is whenever there's a template, you don't have to follow it exactly. You can sort of decide which matrix you want to look at for your type of for your SEO, for how you're going to run SEO, right? Because everybody has different SEO strategies. Different people have different things that they look at that they believe that is a major factor. So you want to, and at the same time, some clients, they want to see certain specifics, or you want to, deliver certain factors that they look at. Then you can sort of change your template as and when. So it's not a date template in a way. So final URL. So what I want to do it. So I'm going to put this as notes, right? So I'm going to put this as notes as check for traffic or referring domains. Okay, and I'm gonna list down all the way here. Okay, and what I want to do, right, is I want to just make sure that I list it like this is a table of contents. Okay, so This is one good example. Okay, one good example that I want to show them. Okay, so rerun audit with analytics to check for traffic and referring domains. Okay, because what's happening right now is four links, right? They have 4 links here, but it's just that it's a broken link. So unless they are having a unless it's 301 redirecting, right? So let's just check. So this is the link. Okay, so this is the post. Okay, and then let's just go and take a look at, this is irritating. Let me hide the floating panel again. Okay, so this is where the link is. So let's just, this is weird. They have a bunch of weird stuff going on here, but never mind. Let's just go and look at this won't pay off. So let's look for the anchor text, won't pay off, right? So when I click on won't pay off, 404, that is not what you want to see, right? Because this is page juice that is not being passed. Okay, so this is one thing very specific that we found for them, which is awesome. Okay, so that's done, out of the way. Now let's go and take a look at 302 pages. 302 pages are temporary redirects, okay, and all these are non-indexable and they are not getting canonical. So let's just go and take a look at them. Oh, whoops. Okay, it's getting redirect to a page that is non-existent. Okay, so let me just put here redirected to a 404 page. Okay, again, this is something that they want to see and they want to just check this again. So rerun audit. Okay, just check this. No route. Okay, so this is weird. Redirected to a 404 page, and I'm guessing this is the same. Redirecting to a 4. So one thing that I like to check, right, to see whether is this important is if Google is indexing them. Because if Google is not indexing these pages, right, then it's not that important. But you can still do something with this page, right? But ideally, it's not that important if Google is not picking up on these pages. So this is not indexed by Google, which is cool. Okay. And now what I'll do is a rerun, because I also want to see whether this page has any links before I do anything to it. Okay. And this is not really important, to be honest, not really important. Okay. And then next we want to go to 301 pages. Okay. And ooh, they have a bunch of 301 pages. So this is CDN, not that important, I think. So let's go and take a look. Okay, and for these 301 pages, right, we just want to see whether is the 301 working well. CDN pages are not really that important. Let me just see. Yeah, so they're getting a bunch of redirects, which is okay, to be honest. Just want to make sure that these redirects are in place properly. Right, and one more thing I want to check is if this is on Google. Okay, which isn't. So that's good to go. So with all these redirects, we don't have to do anything. Okay, because if they have traffic, they're already redirecting. If they don't, if they have referring domains, they are already being redirected. So not too important. So all these leave as is. Live as is, CDN, live as is, live. And again, this is not a enterprise level technical audit, right? This is like, for me, this is considered a very basic technical audit, because when it comes to a full-blown technical audit for enterprise, it's going to cost a lot of money. first of all, and second of all, I don't have the skill set to do it because they go like they dive deep into like specific like CDNs and stuff like that. So honestly, in most cases, if your website is not that big, like this is a 1,000 or 2,000 page website, it's not that big, to be honest. So you don't need to have that kind of technical stuff to implement to really see a jump in your organic traffic. So I'm gonna list all this down as leave as is. Okay, and I want to take a look at all these. Okay, so okay, one thing I can do, right, it's I can sort. So this allows me to sort everything, and now I can just do this. Way easier. Way easier. Okay, because all these are just CDNs, so I just want to make sure that, okay, so just do this and paste. Bro, what the hell, man? Paste for everything. Paste. Okay, now that that's done, now let's go and take a look at some of the weird URLs that are showing here. So for example, this one, this shows that it's redirecting. Okay, first of all, let's check whether is it being indexed. Okay, so .com/walking. So this is being indexed right now. And it says that it's /walking. Okay, so that's the dash, right? So that's the dash. So that is fine. So it says that this is being redirected. Okay, wait a minute. So the slash is being is the slash being redirected? Oh, without the slash. Okay. So it's being redirected to without the slash. So that is okay. But the one that is being indexed right now is the right one. Yeah, so that's the right one. Yeah, so this is the wrong version. So this is good. Okay, and I'm guessing all these slash will be redirected to the right one in a sense. So I just have to leave as is. Okay, because it's redirected to. Okay, let me just put this here. Copy. Okay, redirected. And then let's just take a look at this. Oops. Okay, so this is redirected as well. So the redirection is good. So leave as is. Usually, okay, so what I would do, right, is if this particular client is gonna be very strict about, like they want it to be exactly optimized, right? What I would do is I would take a look at their redirection, because you want to redirect something which is relevant to another link which is relevant. So if it makes sense. So for example, this right now is redirecting to another walking URL. So essentially they're talking about the same thing. So relevancy, right? But if it's a URL about toddler preschooler and it's getting redirected to new season I walk, right? So might not be that optimized, but again, it's way too deep already. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it at that. And is this page indexed? Yep, this page is indexed. So that's good to go. So we just want to check to see whether are these URLs. Okay, so this is not redirecting properly. Okay, let me just check again. So kids to new season. Kids new season. And there we find another error. So look, this is getting redirected to a page that is not being it's redirecting to a 404 page. So what you want to do over here, okay, so wait, I'm lost. Okay, wait, just a minute. The problem with doing SEO is sometimes you open way too many tabs and you just freaking get lost. Okay, so this is redirecting well, so leave as is. This is the one that is not working. Kids/new season. So redirected 301. Okay, so 301. So let's just put a comment here, redirected to 404 page. Okay, so this is a 404 page. So that's not what you want to do. And again, if this site has links, right? Or if this site used to have traffic, then it's going to be a waste. Kids, okay, so this is the correct redirection. And then gift vouchers. Okay, so how many do this have? Because if it's too long, then I might want to, okay, so it's not that long. Okay, yeah, we can go through them. So gift vouchers, redirected to gift vouchers. So that's good. And then let's do this. Sizing and fitting guide. Cool. Sizing and fitting guide. Cruising. So I'm guessing this is going to be, yep, as expected. Okay, why does this has HTML, which is weird? Their site structure used to be weird because they have like HTML here. So that's weird. So at least this is redirecting well. Okay, so this is say redirecting well as well. Just good. How to stay young. Okay, copy. How to prevent summer drain. Okay. How to get kids to wear clothes, wear shoes. Okay. You know what? One thing I don't like though, it's the URL structure. Like I mentioned earlier, right? You don't want your URL structure to have like blog/post. Because honestly, what I would do, my recommendation is just to remove this. But again, this is a spiral effect because when you remove when you change your URL structure, right, you kind of have to go to backend and well, I think it's quite easy to set up. You can just have a indication that whichever that is getting redirected, whenever somebody types in the URL like this, it gets redirected to the new URL just like that. So my recommendation is to change the URL structure just cause it's more optimized. But again, we'll see. So feed scroll. Okay. Correct fit. Okay. And it seems like all is good. So how many are these? Okay, a few more to go. Okay. So one, then let's just check. Okay, 5 reasons kids go barefoot. So over at this phase, again, just want to re-emphasize, we are trying to find out whether are these redirects working and is this redirect going to the correct page or is this redirect not working and going to the wrong page. /baby, yep. Okay, so this is done. So for all these, right, you just want to leave as is. Okay, leave as is, don't have to do much. Okay, because there's no problem to fix. Oh, no. Yeah, okay, so this needs to be 301 correctly. And then now let's just solve the rest. Okay, so this is getting redirected to a slash. Okay, so it's pretty inconsistent, but Yeah, I mean, I guess the redirect is still working. So let's just put it there. So I'm guessing this is going to be a slash. Yep. Yep. Okay, so this is a lot more easier. Okay. Okay. I walk. Okay. And then let's check. Okay, wait. Yeah, to a dash, which is good. And then this is just a home page, right? So HTTPS redirect to www version. Okay. So all's good. Okay, so this side all's good. So let's just leave as is. And again, just from this alone, right, we can already find a few errors, like one technical error over here. So the rest we don't have to worry much because it's just a CDN and it's all getting redirected to the home page. So we just want to put it in there. Let's do this and then scroll down and shift paste. And for some reason it's not working. Let's do it again. Shift paste. Bruh. Why you do me like that? Okay, let's go down. Paste. Okay, so now that's done. So this is the whole of 301 structure done. And then now what we have left with, it's live pages, right? So this is going to be a huge chunk of their current pages. Huge chunk. Okay, so we also want to filter out the things that we want to see first. Okay, so first of all, what we want to look at is we want to look at 200 pages that are non-indexable and kind of see these pages to see whether is this page supposed to be no index or indexed. But in this case, it's saying that it is indexed, but it shows that it's non-indexable. Okay, so that's weird. So let's just take a look. Okay, so it's Okay, so now this is a problem because they have 2 pages. This is 2 pages. This is 1 page. This is the other page. Canonical. So this is canonical to the without slash version. And then if I go to this page, canonical without slash. Okay, so they have a redundant page over here, which I have no idea. Again, this is either you're gonna 301 this or you're gonna, this is essentially duplicate page, right? So what you want to do is you want to go to site and see whether this page is getting indexed and just make sure I'm not the robot. Okay, and look, without the dash. Okay, and then this is with the dash. Okay, but yeah, this is not, they have 2 versions ultimately, which is not getting redirected. The URL is overview. Wait a minute. Let me just refresh this again. Oh, this are, wait, this is the correct one. Yeah, so this is not optimized. Yeah, they have 2 different versions right now. Let's just see whether is this 301, no index. I don't think so. So yep. So that's why we do audits like this. Because what they have is they have 2 pages of the same thing. Okay. So this is indexable, right? So for some reason, okay, let's just double check again. Okay, because I don't like to be, I just want to make sure that it's correct. So let's just go view page source, no index. Okay, so this doesn't have a no index text. So this is getting indexed. Okay, this is definitely getting indexed, and sometimes it's like that. So what I want to do is I want to just jot it down, because if this is one page, then probably they'll have a few pages that's going to be like that. And what I will do, right, is I will just look at all these non-indexable pages. And then once I'm done filtering all this out, the rest of the pages, I'm going to mark it as on page, because that's where I will need to do a lot more work. But for a free audit, for a complimentary audit, I'm not going to do that much work. But this is good enough in my eyes. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video for a while and then resume the video after I'm back. So okay, I'm back. Let's just continue with this. Okay, so earlier on, okay, let me hide this bar again. Hide floating meeting controls. Okay. Okay, so we already found a few errors here, because this is getting 301. So you don't want to 301 this, because this is essentially 2 pages. Yeah, and that is not good. So even though it's canonicalized, there's no reason for, so unless this page is getting, like, there's no reason for to canonical this page. Yeah, so no reason to. The one that's getting indexed is this, so I'm not sure. So I think, okay, let's see. Is this URL getting domains, referring domains, or any sort of traffic? Because if it is, then you do not want to canonical it, you want to redirect it. Okay, in the sense, it should be redirecting. So I'm not sure why canonical, because sometimes Google ignores canonical tags. And sometimes my internet doesn't work. So if you like what you see, guys, if you learned something from this video, you know, put a thumbs up, give the video a like. And for more videos like this, like you want to learn SEO and you want somebody to explain to you slowly, I hope I am doing that for you. And just click on the subscribe button, then I'll be forever grateful, you know. So yeah, Href is not working. Okay, whatever. So I'm going to just put here trio currently okay, it should be 301 to this page. Okay, and again, I want to rerun this because I want to check Rerun Audit to check for referring domains. Okay, currently duplicated page. Okay, this is a duplicate page. Okay, now let me just try and see, can I show you what I'm trying to say over here? Because if this page is not getting any traffic, and it seems like it's ranking for a few keywords, okay, and I can almost guarantee you the other page, it's, okay, I can't see that, okay. It's probably ranking for the same keyword, and this is getting 8. Yeah, wait, what? So let me do a little bit of digging here. So I have this 2 URL, nope. So I have this URL, the one without the slash and the one with the slash. Okay, both have 8 referring domains. So if I click on backlinks, are they coming from the same place? Most likely they are. So 3185. Okay. And it's going to this. It is going to the one without the slash. You know what? Exact URL is what I wanted to see, I think. Because that was the prefix. So if I change this, this is the one that's getting the link. This is not getting any link. Because I think I had my settings wrong. Yeah. So you want to check for the exact URL. Because now this exact URL shows that it's not getting any traffic. The prefix means anything that is after this showing me. So this is the right one. So look, so this is not getting any traffic. So you want to just redirect over, or I guess canonical is fine, but I have no idea why you don't want to canonical. Like, there's no reason to not canonical it. I mean, not 301 it. And again, I can see for traffic and stuff, but yeah. Currently duplicated page is 100% duplicated page. This page is 100% duplicated, and this is not non-indexable. Even though it's non-indexable, good practice, right? Good practice to 301, because there's no reason for you to have two pages that like what you do for the previous page, right? So if you have a page like earlier that we went through a lot of pages that is redirecting, so that's what you want to have. So let's just go on to the rest. Okay, and this is pages, and this is different, right? Because this is more like this is not a pagination page, okay, where this is more like a blog post or a page, right? So this is more like a resource page. So resource page, you generally just want to 301 it. For this, for pagination page, then it's a bit different, right? Because this is usually canonicalized, or there's a rel equal text. So canonical, and this is canonical to the correct page. So we kind of just want to leave this as is. And why? Why is because, I mean, that's just, I don't know how better to explain it. I mean, it has a bit of things to do with crawl budget and stuff like that, but that's the good practice, a good practice to have. So, and look, I don't think this page is being indexed to. Could be. Cruising girls, yeah. So this is the correct one being indexed. And this is getting canonical. Let me see. Sometimes it's too canonical, which you don't want to see. So right now, yeah, so they are tracking analytics, which is good. So canonical is done. Let me go back. So this I will leave as is. Okay, I will leave it as is because it's already canonical to the right page. Cruising girls. Let's go. Okay, and then this is more or less the same. More or less the same stuff. Yep, so just want to check their page is loading super slow. It's either that or my internet just crap. Okay, again, too many pages. Canonical. Okay, so this is the right canonical. Make sure that this link is working. Yep. And one thing you want to check, right, is sometimes when you look at this canonical, right, sometimes you see they have the wrong canonical. So you want a canonical to the right place. So this is fine. So let's just put it here, and this is probably the same. With this pagination page, you can kind of do this in bulk. So this is page 2, and then you can look just to double check the canonical. This is without the slash, and then if you go, this is without the slash, so that's good to go. Okay, and again, this is new season. So let's just do this. New season. And then this is kind of the same and the same. Cruising for boys. Okay. Page 2. Canonical. Like this is something that you might find boring, but it's what's like, this is very needed for a website. Because if you don't fix your internal stuff, if you don't know what's going wrong internally, whatever you do, be it your on page or your off page, it's not going to be fully optimized, because there's a lot of, think of it this way, if you are optimizing your technical stuff first, you're kind of receiving a bonus for your on page and your off page. So walking girls, let's see. So I can just use this here. New season, let's see. So because this is a new category, so let me just do a spot check. Okay, and then let's just see whether is there no index text. So don't have, that's good. Canonical, going to I walk. Okay. So this is the right canonical. So I walk. So now I can, let's see. I want to sort again, and then I can kind of do like a bulk. Okay, so I can't do this because baby girls, baby. Okay, so let's do this. And then what is this? Baby imagine rainbow gray. Okay, so this is, let's see what this is about. So they have baby imagine gray, and this is like a product page. So this is a variation of product page. So I don't think they are optimizing this page, because if they are, this is getting canonical. So let's just take a look at their page source. Canonical. Okay, so this is getting a what? Huh. This is the problem with one of the problem with e-commerce sites is when you have similar pages, but I guess this is what they want to do, which is totally fine. So what is happening right now is they have a canonical tag, and a canonical tag basically tells Google that ignore this page, okay? And I just want to focus on this page, right? Because they are canonical over here. Canonical. Imagine rainbow gray, right? So they're telling Google, ignore this page. They want, please focus this page on here. Focus it here, okay? And this, if they have good practice, this will be a self-canonical. So, yeah, so imagine rainbow gray. Yeah, so they have a self-canonical over here. So that is good. But the thing is, I guess it's okay. What URL am I checking? Yeah, baby gray. So this is fine. It's fine. It's good to go. One thing I like to check, right, is to see whether is Google picking up on their canonical. Okay, it seems like it is. And then let's just check for the main URL. Yep. And then one thing I also like to do is, actually I don't have to do it. I wanted to check for, to see whether is there any traffic, but it's all good. Yeah, so this is when people filter it, so I guess that's okay. And then imagine, so this is the same. So again, we can do this. And basically, this is just leave it as it is. Okay, leave it as it is. Let's see. Love notes milk. Baby love notes milk. Okay. So again, this is another variation of, which is a bit weird. It's a bit weird. So they are ranking for Love Notes Milk. So first of all, I don't know whether does this even have any search volume. Maybe there is, but I'm not you know, a baby shoe expert, so I wouldn't know. Okay, so what I like to do, right, with all this, right, it's I need to recheck this, because what I would do is there's not enough data for me to look at, because usually what I'll do is I will take a look at whether is this page even getting any sort of traffic, because by right it's not supposed to get any impressions and clicks. And if it does, then then I will yeah, actually I think we can just leave it as it is, to be honest, because even if it gets traffic, this page is mainly served for whenever a person goes to their shop and then they go to baby and then they go to, so this is a navigational link URL where they are just customers are just navigating the site and then clicking on this and this and this, and then they get redirected here. Okay, but I don't know why they have this, because honestly I don't think they need to, because this page, unless it's something different, right? But essentially it's the same page, it's the same exact page. So I'm not sure why they have two of the same pages. I might need to ask them again. Check for rationale of two pages. Two same pages. Okay, and this is right. So love notes. Let me show an example, because sometimes you don't know everything with the client's website, and you're not supposed to know everything. That's the thing. You're not supposed to know everything. Sometimes you need to check, because if you know everything, then then you have nowhere to improve on, especially when it comes to a website like this. So this is getting redirected, which is okay, because these are pagination page, so leave it as it is. I'm more interested to find out these kind of pages. So check for rationale for these kind of pages. Okay, and leave the rest as it is, because this page, okay, what I'm trying to check over here is this page, baby/imagine rainbow milk, is the exact same page as, I think is the exact same page as this page, Bobox imagine rainbow gray. Because if it's the same page, right, then they don't have to have this URL here. They can just have one URL and then don't even bother to canonical, unless it's something different. So I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure. It depends on what is going on with your website. Okay, let's see. Imagine rainbow. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Am I doing something wrong? So, yeah, I think I'm so confused. Gray. Ah, okay. I know what's the problem. Yeah, so I pasted the wrong URL. So I was wondering, why is it so different? Okay, so baby imagine rainbow milk, and then imagine rainbow milk. So let's see whether is there any difference at all. So they have essentially the same page, exactly the same. It's just that the breadcrumb is different, so no idea why. And then they have like the same exact, basically the same thing. Customers review, and this page is not even, yeah, so I might need to have to ask them, check for rationale of two same pages. Okay, if not, what I will do is I will just remove one of the page, because it is almost redundant. Okay, unless they want to, they want it to be like under here, newborn and plain walkers, then under baby. And then say, for example, what is that? Imagine rainbow milk, right? Imagine rainbow milk. Where is it? Milk. Imagine rainbow. Okay, so if I click on this, oh, so this is gray. Then it's going to bring me to here. Yeah, then what's the point of having? Then there is no point to have this page. Yeah. Yeah, so there's no point to have this page, right? Because it's essentially the same thing. Yeah, so I might have to check with them. So this I'll have to check. So I assume this is the same. So I'm gonna assume this is the same. And then let's just check. This is the correct one, a navy. Okay, and then these, wait a minute. So this is another one. And then these are blog pages, which should be canonical to the main blog page, which is awesome. So again, I just want to double check to see whether I've missed anything out. Okay, let's just take a look. Canonical. All right. And this is the blog page, right? Let's just see blog page. That's right. So that's good to go. And yeah, so this is leave it as it is. Blog pages, leave it as it is. Author pages, you don't need to index them, but we'll take a look. So author pages, author pages, author pages, author pages. This is getting redirected to this page. Okay, let me just, oh, okay, so Page Nation for author pages. Author pages generally don't have to be indexed. But since they already have it, let's just take a look. Because their author pages might be generating some sort of traffic. And generally, author pages, you don't need to have them indexed. I don't know why they're having them indexed. No index. Yep, it's getting indexed. Canonical. So unless they are getting some sort of traffic, then I will not do anything with it. So right now it seems like it's that way. So I'm gonna leave it as it is. Leave it. Again, leave it. So leave it. And you want to kind of do this in box, because if you do this in box, it's a lot easier to manage. And yeah, so if you do this in box, it's easier to manage, like what I'm doing right now, because they usually belong to one similar category. Okay, and then now I want to take a look at the category pages. Okay, and this should be so. Okay, so look, the thing I don't like about this kind of URL structure is, look, blog, category, then design. It's way too long. Canonical. So this is going to blog / designs category. So this is the, okay, again, too many tabs opened. So this is going to canonical here, here, here. And then I'm gonna leave it as it is. I'm not liking the URL structure though. And then this is food health. So food health. So this is the same, right? So again, you can do this by category. And then lifestyle. Then you just kind of want to leave as it is. And then this is another, what is this? Month. Okay, so this is a date. So usually date, you also don't want to canonical it. I mean, you don't want to index them at all. Yeah, this should be no index though. I would no index all these pages, but again, we need to get more information before we can really make a solid decision to confirm our decision, right? Because this page is useless. This page is useless. So you don't even have to canonical it. You can just no index these pages. So what I will do is I will just leave it as it is right now. For these pages, I do not want to leave it as it is. I want to same with author pages. So what I want to do, right, is I want to rerun audit with to check traffic and RD. Okay, for author pages. Author, these two. Because you don't want to just a good habit is to no index it, to be honest, or just ask robots not to crawl them. Okay, so that's what you want to do. But if they are getting referring domains and other stuff, then you don't want to no index them. So this is the same. Let me just do this. Rerun. Okay, what is this? So this is blog. Okay, so this is just one weird URL. Blog post for family activity ideas. And this is recent as well. I mean, 3 months ago, not that recent, but let's just take a look. Where is this being canonical to? Huh. Wow. There's no point. There's no point to have this too. No point to waste your crawl budget like that. Because what, okay, one of the things I know about crawl budget, of optimizing your crawl budget, it's if you insert a canonical tag, what Google will do is Google will still crawl your page and then read your canonical and then decide not to focus on the page that is being canonicalized, right? But if you don't have the page in the first place, Google will not even crawl this page and read the language, and hence you're saving the amount of time that bot can do, right? So that's what I know. But yeah, so I don't really know why. Again, I need to re-audit this. And then for cruising, this is category page, so pretty much can leave as is. And let's just see. So block month. So this is, let's just put here. So there's no reason for this to be no reason for this to be canonicalized or for this to be indexed. That I can say for sure, 100%. 100%. Let's see, cruising, and then this is cruising boys. So they have a lot of similar URL category pages. But yeah, I'll need more information than that before I can, especially for category pages, because sometimes category pages rank for something. Okay, what is this? I walk. Okay. What is, yeah, look, so this is another thing that I wanna, so this is another issue over here. Yeah, so you don't have to canonical it. This is wasting your crawl budget, right? You have two similar pages, just delete them or redirect them, or just delete. Okay, rerun and check for this. Not good for crawl budget. Okay, then just come on it similarly. And then same with this. And then, so this is probably like a resource page. Yeah, so this is the same. Okay, re-audit. And this is a very, very thorough detail audit. Okay, so let's just take a look. So Kids Plus, wait. Oh, okay, so I got it wrong. So this is the page. And then this is the Kids Plus, Run Audit. Kids Plus. I walk, okay. So this is probably gonna be a Page Nation page. So we're gonna just leave it here. Boys, leave it here. Girls, leave it here. Then this is a girl, and same with Page Nation page like these, right? Okay, what this is this a category page? Yeah, so this is a category page. So again, just want to leave this like that, and then leave as is. Manufacturing. Okay, so this is another resource page that is having the same issue, right? So, yep, same issue as this. So I'm gonna just paste it. And you can, by running audits like this, you can kind of see like what is the main issue that the website is having. Leave as is. I'm gonna leave all this as is. Okay, and then I walk. Okay, so this is another Page Nation page. I walk. And this is similar to this Page Nation. This is another resource page. Rerun Audit. And what is this? Yeah, so this is the one that I saw earlier, right? Rerun Audit to check. Okay. Yep. So, yep. And then, so basically they have a bunch of resources page that is wasting crawl budget right now because of, canonically. So all these Page Nation page, I'm just gonna leave as is. So Page Nation page, you can see like P equals, these are Page Nation pages. So let me just solve this. Okay, there, and this is the same. Okay, and then we have down to a few final URLs. Okay, and then we can kind of let the potential client know that, hey, we've done this work for you, identify a bunch of things that you can fix. What do you think? And what is this? So yeah, they kind of, this is the same as what we found earlier on, which is check for rationale for 2 pages. So their problems are usually classified in groups because their pages and what they do with their pages are usually classified in groups too. So I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that. Okay, and then this is Page Nation. So Page Nation, I'm gonna leave it as it is. Leave it as is. Walking and girls, okay. And what is this? Similarly, check for the rationale of 2 pages. Explorer. Yep, so run audit. And rerun audit. And basically, yeah, so that's it. So that is all for the current pages that we'll be doing. And the next up will be all the live pages. And all these live pages, right, it's going to take a lot of work. Okay, it's going to take a lot of work. And the reason why is because we need to go into every single one of them. We need to, we need to get more information before we can do anything. So I'm going to put rerun audit with analytics. Okay, so this is what I shouldn't have scrolled, but I'm in too deep. I should have just pressed shift. Okay, done. The rerun audit. And the reason why is because before I even go in and check, right? So I can show them like the page titles they have. Okay. And then I just want to kind of show them exactly like what things that they can work on. Like, you know, here we can already see like page titles, meta description length, you know, H1 length. And then we can see pages with low word count. Okay. And they don't have pages that has low word count, which is good, which is awesome. Okay. But we also don't want them to have fluff content. So what's going to happen, right? It's site liner. Okay, what's going to happen most of the time is for e-commerce sites, very, very, very common. You will see a lot of duplicate content. And because site liner only allows me to scroll like a few pages, but I'm just going to see. So this is a tool that you can use to find duplicate content on your own website. And it allows you to, I think it allows you to crawl 500 URLs or 200, I'm not sure. Kind of forgot, but yeah, 250. The site liner premium lets you scan advanced options and blah blah blah. How much is the? Okay, I don't know how much is it, but you don't want to have duplicate content. And usually with e-commerce sites, you're gonna have a lot of duplicate content. Usually. So whenever you have duplicate stuff on your website, when Google crawls your site, they're not gonna like it. So and how you can do that, right? It's by just looking at some of the page titles that you have and stuff like that to make sure that they are not duplicate from a top-down perspective. And yeah, so it's already at 17%, 20%, so it's going up. So that's just what we want to see. And yeah. And then while this is scrolling, yeah, this is not going to do us much good. Not going to do us much good. Okay, because what they will need to do is then they will need to go in and change a lot of their content. Okay, and that's what I highly recommend. But sometimes it takes too much time. So that's the reason why we need different analytics. We need these numbers to come in, because then we'll know which page we need to optimize instead of, you know, fixing everything and anything. Okay, and that's why we need to run a more thorough audit for this. So what I'm going to do, right, I'm just going to leave it at here. I'm going to close this, and then I'm going to save this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach out to them and just going to let them know that we've done this audit and see what they have to say. Okay, and I hope you've learned something from this video. If you like videos like this, if you want to learn how to grow your brand with search traffic with Google, subscribe for future videos. And whenever I post a video, you get notified straight away. And let me know what kind of videos or what kind of things that you want to see or you want me to elaborate on. Okay, and then that's all. Till then, stay safe and bye-bye.